my kindergarten friends. It's Mrs. Schwartz from Junior Achievement, and we are going to do lesson 2 for kindergarten. I just wanted to say really fast that I'm already missing you guys so much, and I hope you're enjoying being at home with your families and that you're enjoying learning in a new environment, in a new way. And we are learning to adapt, and we are learning to try new things. So if you guys remember, the last time we met, we talked about 2 things when we were together. We talked a lot about making choices. Every day we get to make lots of choices for ourselves. We did also talk that sometimes grown-ups get to make the choices for us. But as we get bigger and grow up, we get to make choices. So I hope that you're making smart choices with learning and getting your learning done and being helpful at home. We also talked about money, and we all knew what money was. We talked about the coins, we talked about dollars and bills, and then we also talked about debit cards and how we can use money in different ways. So money is important because it helps us get things that we need and want. Do you guys remember this fun activity where we got to make choices? We got to choose, did you want 1 ice cream cone for $1 or a double scoop for $2? Some of us said we wanted to save money and just get 1 scoop. And some people made the choice, 2 scoops all the way. So we got to make that choice. Or what about this one? Would you rather have a cookie that cost 50 cents or a sandwich that cost $3? Well, we said if it was lunchtime, we probably would want the sandwich because we were very hungry. But if it was snack time, we'd probably just choose the cookie. What about this one? We looked at a comic book versus a regular book. And so I think a lot of the boys picked a comic book and some of the girls picked a regular book. Mrs. Schwartz, she likes to read regular stories. That was a good choice. What about this at recess time? Think about when we were playing outside. Would you choose to play on the playground or would you choose that ball? I think today I would choose to stay inside because it's raining out. And then we also talked about clothes. And this was one of those times where sometimes our choices aren't up to us. If we think back to January, it was pretty cold outside. We would not choose to wear shorts to school. We would want to wear pants because it's cold outside. But in the summertime, our choice is going to be different. We would choose shorts because it's hot outside. So our choices can change. And then the last one, we talked about choosing a banana or choosing an orange. And I think we were 50-50 because both fruits are delicious. So don't forget, you're making choices and you get to pick what's important to you. So this week is week 2 for Junior Achievement, and we're going to talk about needs and wants. And our poster back here says needs and wants. Can you guys think about what those words mean? Let's look at this word, a need. What does that mean? I think you're right. It means something that people must have to live. These are the things that are really important to us. And right now, we are really focusing on the things that we need. Think about your e-learning. Are you doing as much work as you have done before, or are you doing the things that are most important to our learning? Well, I know at our house, we're doing the most important things, and in our extra time, we're doing some of those fun lessons. Now let's talk about a want. What is something that we want? A want is something that people would like to have, but it's not necessary for them to have. Like this little kitten. Do we need to have a pet at home? No, we want to have a pet at home because they're so cute and snuggly. So let's go through my poster here and look at some of the items that we need or want. And as I point to them, can you shout out to me, do you need it or do you want it? And it might be a little bit different for all of us, and that is okay. So what about this up here? This is somewhere to live, either in an apartment building or in a house. Do you need somewhere to live or do you want somewhere to live? I think we need somewhere to live. That's very important. What about a car? Do we need that or want that? In Indiana, it's a need. But if we lived in a big city and we had public transportation, would we need a car or would we want a car? That might be a want if we lived in a big city. What about Bread, that's a need. What about water? Do we need water to survive? We sure do. You guys are right. Let's look at some of these other items. What about a teddy bear? Do you need a teddy bear or do you want a teddy bear? Yeah, we want a teddy bear. So that's not something we need to have, but it's something that we want to have. What about a computer? Some of you are right. We don't need to have a computer, but think about school right now. Do you need a computer and maybe technology to get your school done at home? We do. So sometimes things can become a need. Or think about mom and dad who work in an office building. Do they work on technology? I know I do, so I need a computer for my job to get my job done. But when I'm at home doing just fun home things, I actually don't need one. But for my job, I do. What about clothes? Do we need clothes or want clothes? You're actually both right. We need clothes, but sometimes we buy clothes that we don't need. It's just things that we like and that are cute and fun to wear. So we do need to have some clothes. What about a bicycle? Do we need a bicycle or do we want a bicycle? You're right. We want a bicycle. I almost said we need it. We want a bicycle because those are fun things like a toy. And down here at the bottom, if you can see that, that's candy. Do we need candy or want candy? Yeah, we want candy. We don't need it. So right now, we are in a very special situation in Indiana where we are not going to school because there's a virus in the air and it's changing some of the things that we need and want at home. And that is really neat opportunity to talk about needs and wants with mom and dad. I know in our house, we are being very careful about the things that we are eating and the things that we are throwing away because we don't want to throw away anything that we can eat because it's important to be responsible with our food. So I've got a couple of baskets here. Can you guys help me decide if this basket is a need basket or a want basket? So let's look at some of these items in here. I have an apple and some vegetables, water, and some bananas that need to be made into banana bread really soon. Is this a need basket or a want basket? It's a need basket. These are important things that we need, like food, to live off of. Let's check out this fun basket. I bet you already know what it is. Check out this basket. It has a fingerling and a video game controller, and this is a Chromebook from home, and a snuggly little sloth. These are all things that we want to have. These are not things that we need, but these make things fun. Oh, guess what I missed, you guys? This is very important. Candy bars! We don't need these candy bars. These are not important to us right now, but they sure do make the day extra sweet. So we are always just thinking about the things that we need and the things that we want. Think about clothing. So we talked about clothes, and we said that sometimes clothes are things that we need and also things that we want. So I have a couple of things here, and I want you guys to tell me need or want. So I have a pair of tennis shoes. See, these are well-worn tennis shoes. They got lots of running on them. These are things that we might need, but look at these shoes. Look at those pretty sparkling heels. Do we need these or do we want these for the daddy-daughter dance? Yeah, this is something that we would want as an extra, and this is something that we need every day. Think about a cozy sweatshirt. Do we need a fancy unicorn sweatshirt that might cost a little bit extra? Or do we just need a basic sweatshirt to keep us cozy and warm when it's cold outside? So when we're talking about something that we need and something that we want, it can look different. It can also look different to each person and each family. I'm thinking about one more thing. This is important in our family. What about books? Are books something that you need or something that you want? They could be both. When we're at school, books are very important to our learning, so it's something that we need. But if we're out or if we're at home, it might not be something that we need to have all the time, but it's something that we want. So as you guys are going through the next couple of days, or if you would like to do it today, I challenge you to create a little chart at home. And I want it to have a need side and a want side. Can you go around your house and write or draw a picture of the things that you need and the things that you want? Maybe you and one of your siblings can do this, or maybe you and one of your mom and dad could do this, and you could see the difference on the things that you need and the things that mom and dad need. Well, boys and girls, I have had a great time with you. I'm missing you so, so much, and I hope you're having a great week. I will see you next time. Bye.